And yesterday, Pope Francis abolished the pontifical secret in clergy sex abuse cases, opening avenues of transparency for victims and legal systems.
Now, of course, this refers again to judicial documents, legal proceedings. It doesn't refer to anything acquired through confession.
The director of the Holy See Press Office said the changes stem from last February's summit on the protection of minors and is a step toward transparency. Father Hans Zollner, member of the Pontifical Commission for the Protection of Minors and president of the Center for Child Protection, joins us from Rome. Father, remind us what the pontifical secret is.
The pontifical secret is the highest level of confidentiality that is applied in the Catholic Church outside the seal of confession. So all what is covered by the pontifical secret is supposed to remain secret. That is, I cannot communicate what is in communication or in documentation that is covered by this secret.
And how will these changes impact the Church, especially on a local level?
Now, what has been announced yesterday is that the pontifical secret does not apply anymore to cases of allegations of child sexual abuse committed by clergy. And that means that from now on, all church authorities are entitled to hand over documentation and to cooperate freely with state authorities and others, so that the investigation of cases can be pursued and that the justice can be done to victims insofar as documentation is legitimately requested.
And just how important is this for transparency? And does lifting the pontifical secret, is this really going to help in a major way?
It is going to help in a major way, certainly in some parts of the world where there was no practice like in the United States, where you have had bishops who on their own account cooperated with civil authorities, handed over the archives and the documents in the archives from decades ago to state attorneys and judges and so forth. In some parts of the world, people did not comply with such requests because they said that it was covered by the pontifical secret. And this is gone now, so there is no reason not to cooperate with the state authorities. And this is not only an effective step forward in a long journey towards transparency, but it is also a very strong sign that transparency is of major importance for the Church in its own working and in cooperation with state and non-governmental bodies.
And Father, you are a member of the Vatican's Commission for the Protection of Minors. What else would you like to see done in the Church's response to this crisis?
Now, we are talking since the February meeting of the presidents of the bishops' conferences on child protection here, for example, also about a redefinition of the rights of all parties involved in a canonical, in a church law process. We are talking about guidelines for bishops and provincials, how to deal with cases and allegations, especially for those regions in the world where there is very little expertise and experience in dealing with these cases. I do hope that we strengthen also our safeguarding commitment so that people realize that the Catholic Church is really consistently and coherently working towards a safer environment for all people, especially those who are most vulnerable, children, adolescents, and vulnerable people.
Father Hans Zollner, member of the Pontifical Commission for the Protection of Minors and president of the Center for Child Protection, thank you for updating us on these changes, Father.
Thank you.